light for tabletop, that was light for decor. Wanting you to know that this is from Home Zone. They're the set of 6 mesh linkable solar lights. So we're going to stay in the solar family. So again, you're never going to have to buy batteries for these. Mother Nature is going to provide the power. We're not $109 for the set of 6. We've slashed the price by $39. But really, as you're looking at this video, what these lights do is, obviously there's a safety element, but the other part of it is that they just make any pathway, any area in your yard look absolutely beautiful. They come down to about $11 and change a piece. They are that clearance price, so we're retiring the style. And of course, we're bringing more in. Michelle Stretch is here with us to talk to us about the fact that you're getting a set of 6, 2, 4, 6. And then there's also in the black or in the bronze. So this is an example of the bronze, and this is the bronze color, and then here's an example of the black color. They are going to be that metal and glass that you're seeing, and they not only are they going to be powered by the sun, there are 4 LEDs per light, but they also are linkable. They're linkable solar lights. So Michelle Stretch is here with us. Hi, Michelle.
Hey, Rach, how are you?
Great, nice to see you.
It's nice to see you too. And you know, I just want to point out, well, I just kicked these on, by the way,
Cool.
by putting my hand like this. It is a motion detector. And when we say mesh, it's not the material. It means that they are linkable. They do talk to each other. There's a channel inside of each one, 1 to 4. You'll set it to on whatever channel you want for all 6. And if you set them all on the same channel, as soon as you pass by the very first one, they are all going to kick up from 10 lumens to 300 lumens. And that's important because that gives you safety. You can see everything around you. You're not tripping over, you know, something in your yard. And that's up to a half of a football field distance away. So it's a really, really, really cool technology.
Okay, that's cool as all get out, because basically before, your lights were just on, right? They were on all the time.
Exactly.
And what you're saying is that in this instance, your motion is going to kick the lights on. Am I understanding correctly?
Yes. Did you see that? So I went by this motion detector and it kicked both of these on. You're getting all 6.
Yeah.
So as soon as you go by within 16 feet of that first one, they will all kick on, even if you have 3 in the front, 3 in the backyard, as long as they're all on the same channel, Rachel. And there's a little switch inside that shows you channels 1 to 4. It's right inside here. And there's also a warmth of lighting too. You get 3 different options there. You have a warm white, a daylight, and the other one is a cool light as well. So you can pick that. And it does recharge. So on a full charge, you'll get 8 to 10 hours of illumination. And remember, that kicks up from 10 to 300 lumens with a motion detector. It's the coolest thing.
So not only is it linkable for all 6 of them to talk to each other, but I could get these and have 3 in the front and 3 in the back, and they could be on different channels. Explain that to me. What does that mean?
Yes, if you put, let's say you wanted to use them in separate areas. We have 4 separate channels, and there's a little switch right under the top here, okay? So you just pick 1 through 4. Maybe you have, you know, 3 of these on channel 1 and 3 on channel 2. You can, you know, put them on 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then, you know, the extra 2 on any of those. So remember though, when they're all on the same channel, whatever's on the same channel, that motion detector is going to kick those lights on and up to 300 lumens. So, and they'll go on at night too, Rach. I should mention that. So there is a, you know, there is a sensor in here. When it gets dark out, they will automatically go on at that lower lumen, and then the motion will kick it up to that higher lumen.
Okay, that is super cool. And these are from
I hope I'm explaining it okay.
You are. These are from Home Zone, right? Okay. So tell us a little bit about those folks.
Home Zone is a company that's been in business for many, many years. And what they like to do is take something that you may know, like, you know, like the pathway lights, and add some new technology to it. So they really did that with this one. It's a safety feature. And not only that, they're nice and tall. You stake them where you want them to go. You don't need to pay an electrician to come out and do that, you know, professional looking landscape lighting. And they're glass, they're metal, they're really, really well constructed. We give you the solar rechargeable battery. It's all there. You're just gonna put them in the ground and wait till you see the curb appeal. And then you have that safety feature too.
Yeah, they're super cool. And the other thing is that they took basically tell us what they started with and how they changed it, if you would.
Yeah, we know you've seen the pathway lights, okay? We know you see them. I mean, we have all kinds of different brands, but what these have on them that others don't is a motion detector, okay? And you don't have to walk by each one to kick that on. You can set that channel from channel 1 to 4 inside each one. If they are on the same channel, they will all kick in as soon as that first one kicks on. And that's great because you're going to really light up that whole area with 300 lumens, 300 lumens, 300 lumens all the way around your property.
Okay, so just to underscore what you're saying, it's dark. They're all on. It's dark,
yeah.
They're on anyway.
They're all on.
They're all on anyway.
At 10 lumens.
At a 10 lumen. So they're lit, they're just not super bright. So
I'm going to sit perfectly still and let mine go down to the 10 lumens. Because as soon as it detects motion, it's going to kick it up to what you're seeing right now. So I'm going to sit here. It's going to be about 20 seconds. And I imagine that you're kicking yours on just by moving there.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, they will kick on at night automatically on 10 lumens. Motion detector brings it up to 300 lumens. And they look great.
Right. No, I just wanted to make sure that everybody's clear on it because it is a very cool technology. And yes, it's a little hairy to explain. But the reality is when it's dark, they're all going to be on. So you're buying solar lights at baseline, they'll always be on. They're going to be on. It's dark. They're on. What happens is the difference is that you've got motion detection. And so when you walk by that first light, anyone that's on the same channel, they will all kick up to a higher light. So you're walking into a backyard that's already lit, right? Know that. You open your door, the backyard is already lit. The minute you walk by one, it gets brighter. The symphony of lights gets brighter and says, Rachel's home. And they welcome you home. And that's what's really cool about it. The other thing that's really cool about it is that you can do and have that same experience in the front yard and in the backyard. So you can put them on different channels and you've got the front yard that's going to do that at whatever time with those lights. And then the backyard will all sync on that other channel in those lights. So that's the story, and that's why it's like so exciting that we actually have these because you could pay this price for solar lights that basically are just on, and they don't have any kind of motion detection with them. They don't have any kind of like responsive kind of symphony of strength that happens when you come in, that they're not a daylight, a warm light, and a bright light, which is 3 different levels of light that you're getting here, and they still are all powered by the sun. I think these are genius, Michelle. I think it's, people will start to understand how easy it is, and again, and it's easy to set up because you just stake them into the ground, and we're good. So black and the bronze. Right?
Yeah, you like details like I do. I think we're over-explaining it, but you're going to get it. You put it on the same channel, they'll all kick on. You put them on different channels, they'll kick on higher, at different ones. So
yeah, and they look beautiful. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thanks.